Welcome to Real Life Investing. This is Al getting in contact with you guys today. We're going to talk a little bit about some Ondo. We're not going to be long, but we definitely want to be strong. As far as we're going through this information, probably just take a few moments to be going through this, but nevertheless, let's set the scene a little bit. Bitcoin, we see, is at 103. So we talked about that for several weeks about how the Bitcoin was going to be back above 100. Ethereum's looking pretty good right now at about 1,500, trying to get, no, I'm not 15, but 2,500. But anyways, we'll take a look here. Fear and greed is at 69. Let's see, Bitcoin dominance. Let's look at that real quick. 62.1%. Ethereum is at 9.4%. This is looking pretty decent, but at the same time, we're really just getting to the cusp. We're right on we're right at the foot of this thing. We're nowhere near the top of the mountain as of now. So let's go ahead and talk some Ondo. One of the things I'm liking about Ondo right now is the fact that it's still hovering right below a dollar. Anytime that Ondo is below a dollar, that means that if you hold it long enough, you're definitely going to see a nice profit. So we're looking at Ondo. We're looking at the market cap at like 3 billion. One of the things about Ondo's market cap, even though it's in a few billion here, is the fact that this thing has a lot of room to grow. Matter of fact, let's just go ahead and start looking. The 1 day is here. Let's take a look at that 7 day. 7 day is down. In a way, that's good right now because we need a dip, especially if we're going to invest. We want to invest when there's a little, at least a little bit of blood in the streets. You know what I mean? So right here, let's take a look at the 1 month. The 1 month, you can see Ondo is up. We talked about Ondo for a while, especially when it was well below a dollar, but now we see that it's right on the cusp. So definitely, even though it's up, we're getting a nice little cool off period. So hopefully that'll last a little while. Let's take a look at the 1 year just to kind of get a little analysis of this. Now, over the 1 year, you see that this is only going up maybe, just like 16% or so. So this means that Ondo has a lot of room to grow, has a whole lot of potential. So this is really what we want to understand is that although we're early to the coin, although there's been a slight profit made here, there is still so much room to run. So let's just go ahead and start looking at a few things. I found a little bit of news about Ondo, and this is very important. So right here, this just came out the other day. It says JP Morgan's blockchain bank account used to settle Ondo public chain transactions. You can't get more premiers in banking than JP Morgan. So just a heads up, these guys are working with the best. So we need to keep that in mind. Right here, you see the Ondo symbol. You also see Connexus by JP Morgan. You also see the Chainlink, a very, very trusted crypto, very, very trusted chain. Now, so let's just go ahead and read a little bit. We're not going to read a lot. Today, Ondo Finance announced that JP Morgan's Connexus Digital Payments, formerly JPM Coin, was used to settle a delivery plus payment transaction for its OUSG tokenized money market fund on the Ondo blockchain. Hence, a blockchain-based bank account on the permissioned Connexus blockchain was integrated for payments on a permissionless blockchain using Chainlink's cross-chain orchestration infrastructure. This inaugural transaction took place on Ondo's testnet. These guys are working together. They're about to make a lot of money, and they're about to transact. I was going to say millions of dollars, but knowing these guys, let's just say billions at least and trillions, most likely. So, I mean, this is really impressive. Bank tokens on permissionless chains. Let's look a little bit further. Like I said, don't want to be too long, but trying to give you a heads up on who Ondo is working with and what they're up to. Let's go to the X site, which is the Ondo site here, and X Twitter, you know what I mean? So right here, we got like a ton of good information here. So right here is talking about how they're teaming up to connect the bank settlement infrastructure to Ondo chain. So excited to announce the debut transaction on the test net. And we kind of just read that, but at the same time, just giving you a heads up of what it looks like on the site. Now this is crazy good. This just happened less than 24 hours ago. Peep this. It says conversions between PayPal, PYUSD, and OUSG is now live. So investors can now seamlessly convert in and out of Ondo OUSG with PYUSD, enhancing redemption liquidity and expanding the utility of PYUSD as a liquidity source for RWAs, real world assets. Guys, I'm telling you, Ondo and PayPal and JP Morgan, get out of here, man. This is just getting crazy as far as like the financial force that Ondo is going to be really working with in the future, not just in a few months. I know we're forget about just a few months because a lot of times when I'm talking to crypto investors, it's just a few months that they're concerned about. But this is going to be for years to come. Ondo is something that you can actually invest in and say, okay, I'm not even going to touch it. Just leave it. You know what I mean? And just come back and look at, you know, your wealth or look at, I would say, the future, how can I say, your future asset grow like crazy. That's the best way I can put it right now. But remember, nothing we say on the channel is financial advice, right? But let's just keep that in mind and let's just keep on moving very quickly here. Also, if you like what you see, just ask you to like and subscribe to the channel. We definitely appreciate having you guys come on board. Yeah, this is looking really good, man. So let's go ahead and see. I think there was one other thing. Let's see. First time JP Morgan has built out a structure to interface with the public blockchain. Looks like some Fortune magazine material writing here. So this is looking really good. Trying to see if there's anything else I want to talk about. Yeah, they're definitely really emphasizing the chain a lot. But like I said, this is just one of many things that's going on with Ondo. Oh yeah, this is one other thing. I saw this piece. I'm going to mention this. There are other things on the site, but I'm going to read this one more. It says, we're excited to announce that TrueBit Global, a leading crypto payment and trading platform in Latin America, has added support for Ondo's market-leading yield coin, USDY. So now it's available on TrueBit, which is part of the Latin American financial system. These guys are really stretching out. And I mean, Ondo is just going to be very, very strong. Just letting you know that they're not just US wide, they're global wide. They're all over the place. So just a heads up on that. Just go to the final little aspect, maybe the website a little bit. Just don't forget. I'm looking at all these different ones. Securitized, Solana, Goldman Sachs, BlackRock, Ripple, Franklin Templeton. This is insane. The new coin Sui right here. Let me see what else is going on. But just to give you guys a heads up, here's Wellington Management. I mean, there's a lot more from here. But just to give you guys a heads up on what's happening, these guys are really moving well. The site is looking good. Let's see, thousands of RWAs, one platform. It says some of that is not available in the US, but that's okay. One of the things I'm noticing is that, you know, you have to look worldwide and see what's going on. Although the US is pretty important as far as market-wise, it's not the only market. And in all honesty, it's not where all the money is. You know, it's like it's money throughout the world. So guys, keep this in mind. Ondo's looking great. Ondo's going to most likely be going up. And how can I say, up and to the right. So keep this in mind. In my personal opinion, I would, if I'm looking to purchase Ondo, I know that I'm going to get a profit eventually, as far as like these markets go up and down all over. But I'm trying to buy in. I'm not necessarily wanting to sell this one right away. You know what I mean? This thing's got so much potential. I'm not looking to sell it that quickly. But anyways, my thoughts on the matter, and really appreciate a chance to talk with you guys. Missed you for a minute there, but good to be back online. All right, have a great one. Talk to you soon.
Please share, like, comment, and subscribe to Real Life Investing. And thank you for watching.